And so in this morning's breaking news, while looking into Emily McKim's immediate family, I came across this article here, and it was published on November 22nd, 1898. Gotta love that date. We get a big 33 there, or 3 11s. And this article is about the Bachelor's Cotillion of 1898. And this is the formal opening of the social season with the first Germain. And that's the way I have to say it because that's the way it makes the most sense to me. Right? And I think it's interesting that this is the opening of the social season, yet it's in November, right? Just the start of winter. Seems to me that it would make more sense if they had the social season in the spring. I don't know. I like the next byline. It says that fair debutantes reign. They reign, right? Because they are the center of attraction for the evening, right? And they're loaded down with flowers unsuccessful aspirants, by unsuccessful aspirants for the privilege of escorting them to their debut. And these unsuccessful aspirants were members of the club who were the hosts. And the story begins that Baltimore is justly entitled to the reputation of having beautiful women was forcibly demonstrated last night at the opening Germain of the Bachelor's Cotillion Club. Forcibly demonstrated. That's how beautiful the women of Baltimore were that night, right? And so this is the opening Germain at Lehman's Hall on North Howard Street. And though I didn't look it up for this, I have to wonder if Lehman's Hall is just a revamped Howard's Auditorium, or is it a different venue? I don't know. The large auditorium was taxed to its capacity with charming debutantes, handsome young women, and comely matrons, and the earnestness with which all entered into the dance proved that the hospitality of the bachelors was thoroughly enjoyed. The dance launches the fashionably social season upon its round of gay gatherings. The dancing started at 9 o'clock. After 3 numbers, the cotillion was formed, led by Mr. John McKim, acting secretary of the club. And so this is how I found the article. Again, I was looking into Emily McKim's immediate family, and right now I don't even know if he's a member of her immediate family. Right? And so this article goes on to talk about how lavishly decorated the hall was, but that's really not important to me right now. Although I'm very curious about the Smilax, white vines of Smilax. I don't know what that is, right? But it's the people, and this is where the bomb gets dropped. Right? And so it talks about how this is the dance of the debutantes. And I love this language as well, right? It says, the opening Germain of the Bachelors is generally called the dance of the debutantes. For at this cotillion, the charming girl who was standing expectantly upon the threshold of society is given the place of prominence, right? The threshold of society. She, it seems, is catered to at every turn, while the debs of former seasons gradually and gracefully fall to the rear. While she is in a flutter of excitement at her advent, the men, both old and young, endeavor to be her escort to the first function. While she is in flutter of excitement at her advent of being able to cross this threshold of society, right? The men, both old and young, are courting her, right? And the lucky guy, the lucky man that she chooses, is always envied by his friends who possibly have offered their services too late. These unfortunate ones usually console themselves, however, by sending the debutante flowers. Consequently, the girl has sweet reminders before her all day. Right? And now here we go. Here's where the bomb gets dropped. Right? Talking about these women and the gowns that they were wearing, right? And they all seem to be wearing white satin gowns or some variation thereof, decked out with silver ornaments. And so we have a Margaret McKim Gordon. Don't know how she plays in just yet. But then here's the bomb, and where I'm going to cut this video off real quick. Right? There's one Lelia Skipwith Lee. Skipwith, just like Henry Skipwith, who could be the father of the royal hidden bloodline baby. I mean, that's unbelievable. I have her hobnobbing with the Carrolls and the McKims at this cotillion in 1898. Unbelievable. Right? And that happens on November 22nd, 33. And so that's this morning's edition of Breaking News. Remember, guys, just because you don't know the truth doesn't mean you can't have fun with the lies, right? And so until the next one, cheers, guys.